no omo ye a stage in Sakrayeba omunyi said ya omunyi.
The Ashanti Regional Chapter of the association expresses concern regarding the low representation of Muslim women in politics. According to Hajia Safura Andani, a national executive member, there is no issue with Muslim women aspiring to political roles.
As I said, we've done a lot to be able to encourage our women to seek knowledge and be in the various disciplines. What we are trying to do now is to try and get our women to be interested in politics, because as they say, if you are not at the table, your issues will not be tabled. So we need to get a lot of our women in the corridors of power where they will table our issues as Muslim women. That's what we are trying to do. That's one of the challenges that we are facing, and we are trying to address that. A lot of our people think politics is forbidden in Islam, or haram as we say it. Politics is not haram in Islam. It depends on how you practice it.
However, she emphasizes the importance of them adhering to Islamic principles while actively participating in politics.
As a Muslim, you need to play politics the way that it has been laid down according to the Quran and according to the hadith of our Holy Prophet. Our Holy Prophet encouraged women to be involved in the aspects of governance, and so long as you do it according to the Islamic rule. They say politics is a dirty game, but as a Muslim, you should play your politics clean according to the Quran. And once you do that, we believe you stand out as a Muslim woman and people will respect you.
She calls on the youth to refrain from engaging in election violence as a measure to protect and safeguard their lives.
Election violence, I think we've done a lot. Our imams, our ulamas have done a lot in that aspect to educate our youth not to be allowed to be used for election violence. Yes, because those trying to use you, they have their children somewhere. They will never use their children for that. So why do you allow yourself to be used? You are your parents' insurance. Your parents have invested in you to go to school. So why would you allow someone who is taking care of his children somewhere to come and use you? If you die, you are dead for nothing.
Students from both basic and senior high schools in Kumasi were also advised to take their education seriously. Hajia Hajara Mohammed from the National Commission for Civic Education highlights the detrimental impact of inadequate educational facilities and institutions in Zongo communities on the academic development of children.
Zongos developed on the basis of our culture, which is driven by our religion. So you find a lot more mosques and say Islamic schools or Arabic related schools than you will find secular schools. So we tend to actually benefit from the district assembly schools or the municipal assembly schools, or sometimes the church-based schools. This is where we are standing is Islamic Education Unit. You can count just a few schools under the Islamic Education Unit.
As part of activities to mark this year's conference, the association donated items valued at thousands of cedis to the Menshia District Hospital. Regional President Kabira Ahmed Saleh says the initiative underscores their dedication to contribute to society and support the local community.
As part of our teachings in Islam is for us to show love and care to people who are sick. So we intend to visit the pediatrics ward and make a donation and also clean up the hospital as a form of our social responsibility and giving back to the society, because we know that the hospital serves the society greatly. Okay, so we brought cleaning materials comprising of wheelbarrow, dustbins, mopping stick, brooms, detergents.
Nurse manager at the hospital, Gladys Abang, expresses gratitude on behalf of the facility for the gesture. She believes that it would significantly benefit the hospital.
Cleaning items are daily use items, and so these that have been brought to us is going to be very useful to the facility as we use it every day in cleaning our environment. Again, for the items that has been brought, especially for the pediatric unit, you know, kids need some of these things to just make them relax, and so it's in a good direction that they have brought these things, and I think that it will be very useful for the pediatric unit and the facility as a whole.
A report by Mohammed Nurudeen.